Rin is a new student at Koban High School. She's kinda lost, so she asks this guy named Eiji where the drama club room is. Eiji, being a member, takes her there. The club president tests her acting skills by having her perform a scene from Romeo and Juliet. She nails it, and they happily welcome her into the club. Eiji is especially impressed by her talent. Sometime later, Eiji and Rin are hanging out. He tells her that every guy wishes they could be popular at least once in their life, and that he dreams of having a harem. Those words end up changing his life. Why? Because Rin starts acting out different personalities to make him feel like he has a harem. First, she pretends to be an impish girl who teases him. He is really touched by this and thanks her. And that's when she switches to the next personality, a tsundere, who claims she wasn't doing it for his sake. Then she says she likes acting around him, but now he doesn't know if she was acting just then or not. She says she was, and he tells her that was the cutest personality. Well done, my boy. Next, she acts like a cold girl. It's like I'm watching Nano. Actually, this is like watching the 100 Girlfriends anime. Another day, Eiji is painting something for the culture festival. He's running late, so he's skipping lunch. That's when Rin, using her tsundere act, offers to feed him. She also uses her cold girl persona. Not content with that, Eiji asks her to put on cat ears and paws. She's really embarrassed but agrees to do it. He tries to take a picture of her but realizes he's lost his phone. That's when it hits her. If she calls his phone to make it ring, she can use that as an excuse to get his number. For this, she uses her impish act. But she goes a bit too far with the teasing, and he says it's fine if she doesn't want to call him. Desperate, she switches to tsundere Rin to ask for his number, saying it's a one-time only deal. And it works, she gets his number. A while later, Rin asks Eiji for help with an art project, but he begs her to ask him as Cole-chan, and she does. Now, what she's done for her art project really sucks, so she brings out yet another personality, Spoiled-chan. She says she doesn't know anything about art, but since he's such a good artist, it'd be great if he did it. He folds instantly and redoes the whole thing for her. Sometime later, Rin goes to Eiji's classroom to get him for the club meeting, but he's asleep. Using her impish personality, she says that if he doesn't wake up, she's gonna play a prank on him. She also uses Spoiled-chan to say the same thing, but he wakes up before she can go through with it. He asks what's going on, and she reveals she was about to play a prank on him. So he says he's going back to sleep so she can go ahead. At the club, he asks her for a picture with her cutest face because he wants to change his wallpaper. She agrees and tries various smiles with different personalities, but when it's time to take the photo, she always breaks character because she's too embarrassed. So Eiji has the club president show her how it's done. The face he makes Rin laugh, allowing Eiji to finally take the photo of her golden smile. After that, they discuss what to wear for the culture festival. Eiji thinks dressing as a princess would suit a tsundere, and Japanese clothes would fit a cold girl. But Rin tells him he has to pick just one, which makes him feel a lot of pressure. Then she asks what the real her should wear, and he says it has to be loungewear because he's always wondered what actresses wear at home. She replies that it's just normal shirts and stuff, which excites him even more. But in the end, she says she's not wearing loungewear. The next day, she does her hair this way and wonders what Eiji will think of it. But when they meet, she's more surprised by his hair. Eiji says she looks good no matter how she styles her hair, but she's too distracted by his messy hair and wants to know what caused it. He explains that he didn't have time to fix his hair. He's mad because his hair is overshadowing her amazing forehead gag. She tells him it's not a gag and blames him for oversleeping. He says he couldn't sleep because she was on his mind, but she tells him not to try to be smooth with his hair like that. That same day, during their rehearsals, Eiji feels really cold, so tsundere Rin puts a coat over his shoulders, but insists she only did it because she's not cold. Then, as Cole-chan, she says that if he gets sick, she'll take care of him. He jokes that's the kind of thing he should be saying to attract girls and puts the coat back on her shoulders, raising her up. She starts thinking maybe she should dress lighter the next day, but when she sees it'll be 12 degrees the next day, she gives up on that plan. Later, Rin shows Eiji a picture of her little sister, and he says it must be nice having a little sister and wishes he had one. Say no more. Rin now creates a little sister persona, but she makes her too young, so he says there's no reason his little sister needs to be that young. She explains she based the character on her own sister. That's when Eiji says he wouldn't mind a nice big sister like her either, but this time she doesn't fulfill his wish. Sometime later, Eiji sees Rin crying and gets worried, but it turns out she was just practicing. Still, she asks what he would do if she were actually crying. He says the best way to cheer her up is with a funny face. Well, she laughs now, but I don't think that would work if she really were crying, dude. When the culture festival finally arrives, Rin participates in a play while Eiji watches her, looking cool. She really is a great actress. After the play, they explore the stalls together. At one of them, Eiji tries to buy a cream puff for each of her personalities, but Rin says just one is fine, so he asks which one she wants and buys it for her.